Hello, my friends. Just looked at my watch, and I realized it's 11:15. I'm going to be driving home, but I happen to be with some very important people right now. I'm interviewing them here in the Dallas, Texas area. These are friends of mine that are business people. They're couples who are mentoring and training an emerging group of professionals. These are people that are operating with Gates of Influence and helping to mentor other people. And I'm going to go ahead and around. Oh, I'm sorry it's so dark here. This handsome woman there. All right, so here we are. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. All right, your name?
Stephanie Mystery. Heather Fitzgerald.
Alec Fitzgerald.
Ken Bangs.
Anil Bangs.
Well, we welcome you to our program right now, and I know we've got a little lighting challenge here, but I want to ask you a question. What is the number one skill, in your opinion, that you've seen people develop this year that has the greatest payoff? When you're teaching, what is the skill? Or you don't have to limit it to one, but what are the kinds of skills and things that you're teaching emerging leaders that is having a great payoff? Who wants to go with that?
Critical thinking.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Critical thinking.
Sure.
Well, what does critical thinking mean?
It's the ability to process and think without emotional bias. Critical thinking. Find solutions outside the box. Maybe not the way you normally think about things, but think about it other ways and allow other thoughts to come in to ultimately come with a final solution. Right? Good?
That's good. I mean, I would just add thinking strategically, using mental models like macro, micro.
What's macro, micro? What does that
Okay,
mean?
so macro issues are big picture, big vision, policy, kind of things that incentivize behavior. So when you're thinking through initiatives that are policy driven, you're thinking macro, what creates the big change. But on the micro level, as believers, we deal human to human. So we want to be compassionate and help each person and meet them where they are. That's the micro level that we have to and we want to operate in. But you can't forget the macro, because that's what drives change in society. So.
Wow. Anything to add to that?
Well, not about critical thinking, but I have a different thought about the greatest skill.
Bring the candle down. We need some light on the
Light.
stage.
I'm not white
go.
enough as is.
All right, tell us about the skill that you think.
I think emotional quotient is
What's
one of
that?
the most important skills. Well, according to Lance Wallnau, it's self-awareness, personal responsibility, sustained motivation, empathy, and the ability to build rapport. So, a lot of people think about IQ in the world today, like that's the number that's going to tell you how well you're going to do.
Right.
But the trend is that the reality is the higher your EQ, the better you're going to do.
The higher the EQ. You are a great student and a great teacher.
Thank you.
And you're going to make a contribution of thoughts?
I would say that one of the greatest things that we've seen is to watch people pull the crust of life off. All the years of disappointment, the frustration, just life that adds and adds and adds on to them. And to see the dreams and the gifts and talents that are buried inside come alive. It's been very rewarding, and it's so much fun to watch that birth out of people, watch that newness in them.
It's so cool. And how about you? How has this program changed you, in your opinion? I mean, you're teaching.
Wow, no pressure there at all whatsoever. I think as a group ourselves, we've grown from it, just going through the process in itself, spiritually, physically, emotionally, intellectually, our way of thinking, a way of viewing just what we teach, and we keep developing and
New mental models.
yeah, new mental models, and we experiment with new things that are apparent what's going on right now.
Right. So if people wanted to come into this course and training, how much does it cost for you professionals to help activate and help their career paths and do what they got to do? What's the charge?
$575.
$575. And how many weeks does the training go on?
It's about 9 months, actually.
9 months?
It's
9
9
months.
months. You have to give birth.
With a few breaks in there.
Once a week, 2 hours a night.
Once a week, 2 hours a night. And when will you guys be opening it up? And this is in the Dallas area?
Dallas area. We the next course will start in September, October timeframe.
So if they wanted to contact you and they're in Texas or in Dallas and they want to come in and do this course over a period of time, or maybe even an intensive weekend, would we be open to doing an intensive weekend like for those people that would fly in just to get this?
Of course.
Absolutely.
You want to do it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, folks. So maybe we'll arrange it so that we can make it. But if they wanted to contact us for the weekend intensive, or if they're local and they want to go into the training, of which I am involved in this, by the way, then who would they contact? What's the email address?
Contact Gates of Influence at covenantchurch.org.
Gates of Influence. They spell the whole thing out, right?
Yes.
Not
Gates.
G-O-I. It's Gates of Influence at
No.
covenantchurch.org.
That is correct.
Okay. And
We'll see you there.
all right. Okay, and I'll tell you what. Let me just finish off with this. If you're interested in this Gates of Influence program, a special weekend intensive, what they're teaching is helping take people up the mountain, then you can contact me also at GOI, that's Gates of Influence, at lancelearning.com. GOI at lancelearning.com, and I'll see if I can get you in. We prefer small groups, like 30 or 40 people.
Yes.
So you got to let me know personally if you want to get in, or contact that address you got. But definitely let me know, because I'm going to, depending on how much response we get, I'll actually put it on the calendar. Okay, everybody. We're signing off now. Good seeing you guys. Bye-bye. Good night.